Yes guys, welcome to today's video, welcome to a brand new video and welcome to a brand new year. This is the first video I'm putting out of 2023, so I hope you enjoy it. So right off the bat, what are we doing? We're installing what's in this box. So I'll get it out now, I'll show you what we've got and then we'll get onto the install. So we have the box with LED lights in. Here we have what's in the box, and a lot of you actually guessed what we were doing from a poll I did last year on Instagram. So we've got two wires there that are going to connect up to the battery. We have the control module with the QR code on, and basically you scan that with your phone, brings up an app, download the app and you can control this from the app. It's really, really simple. I just hope the install on the car is just as simple. So first thing we need to do really is jack the car up. Won't bore you with that, I'll get it in the air. Then we're going to have to clean the surfaces underneath for obviously the 3M to stick to. I am concerned about the one that sits at the back of the car because I don't know where it's going to attach to, so that'll be a challenge in itself. But for now, let's jack the car up, clean those surfaces. Okay, so I'll just jack the car up, and I was just wondering about obviously how this is actually going to work. So from that box there's 4 wires, obviously because there's 4 LED strips. So 2 of them come off one side, 2 of them come off another. You've got a long and a short on one side and a long and a short on the other side. So what I'm thinking is, if that is obviously going to be on that side of the car because it's going to be near the battery, so if I run a short one to the front bumper and then the long one to this side and then another short one to that one and another long one to the back one, that's going to be the plan. So yeah, there we go. I'm just going to get underneath now, clean the underside of the side skirt, and I'll show you where I'm thinking of mounting it and why. So under here where the side skirt is, it's a lot lower to the ground on the edge, whereas as it comes inwards closer to the bolts and this pinch here, it's a lot more up closer to the car, so there's less chance of me bottoming out, you know, worst case scenario or whatever. So I'm going to stick them up close to this, but I'm not going to get them too close because obviously there's bolts, so I'm going to try and sort of get it in the middle kind of thing across there. So I'm going to clean this, and then I'm going to get the wires from out there, put them under the car and make sure it all lines up how I need it to. Right guys, in the engine bay I have attached the wires to the battery. Well, they're in place, they're not attached yet, but they're on the battery and the cable is fed down and under the car. The trouble I'm having is where the control box is, you have 2 long wires and 2 shorter wires. On the shorter wires you've got the shorter LEDs, on the longer wires you have a longer LED. Now for me, with my thinking, the longer ones should be on either side, the shorter ones on the front bumper and the back bumper. Make sense? Right, so the problem I've got is I've got 2 short wires and 2 long wires. So at the moment I either run a short LED and a long LED, and then a short LED and a long LED, which I'm not 100%, in fact I'm not going to do that either way. I'm not doing that because it would just look silly, even more silly than what you're probably going to tell me the LEDs on an Astra look anyway. But the problem I'm going to have is, do I cut those 2 and swap them over, so then I'd be able to have short, long, long, short, or do I just extend the shorter one so that it can make it to the back bumper? Not too sure what to do, but I'll let you know once I decide. So what I've decided to do is chop these off at the same length away from the control box, and then if I cut this one off sort of down here, and then basically I'm swapping the short one with the long one. So that's what I'm going to do. So there, as you can see, I've cut one off, and I'm going to cut the other one off the same distance away from the end of the strip here, so it'll be cut at the same place and I can just rejoin them over. There you have it. That's there's 4 wires in there, which I didn't expect, but yeah, so those 4 are all heat shrinked up. I've got another piece of heat shrink there to go over it to keep it all watertight as possible. I'll probably just wrap a bit of tape around that as well before I put the heat shrink over it. So yeah, I've had people, I'm showing you this because I've had people in the comments before crying about my wiring, so here's me doing it the best way I possibly can. Okay guys, so remember I said earlier about not being anywhere to worried about it being anywhere to put the light strip. Well, under here I didn't really want to have it across this lip because you would see it, because it sticks out probably like 5mm, and I didn't want to obviously be able to see it, so I managed to get some cable ties up to hold it up there until I can either find a better solution or it just stays like that. It's also the same at the front. I'll take you down there and I'll show you that. There we have the front. Obviously I've not finished it off yet. I'm going to put a couple more ties on it. I'm just showing you because I need to sort all the wiring out down there. So just got a couple of cable ties holding that up for now. You can't really put it across the lip here for the same reason that I was saying about there. I don't want it to be too low, and plus this year I wanted to get a splitter for this, and obviously if I put them across there I'm not going to have anywhere to put the splitter, so it serves two purposes. So yeah, you'll still be able to see that nice and bright near the front. So obviously the side ones, not sure if you'll see them, but they're down there, and that one's up under there. So looks like I'm going to tidy that wiring up there, and then I'll show you what it looks like at night. Oh guys, you don't know how happy this makes me. I know a lot of people are going to hate it, and a lot of people are probably going to be typing away in the comments, oh you've ruined it, you shouldn't do that to an Astra, this is 2023, it's not, you know, 2003. But guys, it was something that, in all honesty, it was a bit of a bucket list thing for me, to be completely honest, and I've done it. So let me know in the comments if you do like it, or if you don't. I'm quite happy to take the criticism. There are a lot of plans for this year, and I really do hope you can stick around to see what else I do to this. It's not all going to be horrific, you know, such as an underground kit. I've got so many plans for this car, I really do. Obviously power wise as well. It's mainly power wise really, but at some point when this garage is finished, this is going to get wrapped. That is my plan, that is my goal. That was the whole reason I built this garage. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. It's probably not going to be the longest video, but thanks for watching guys, and I will see you very soon.